What's up, fam? Extraordinary Life with Elijah. And when I recorded my last window side chat back at the old office, I remember it was so nostalgic. I sat there, I was like, man, this is gonna be the last one. I think I said something about it's changing. It was super hard to let go of, but this is just a touch better view than the last one. Invitations to increased intimacy always come as an interruption. If you're gonna increase in intimacy and there's an invitation to the more, you have to let go of what you've held on to previously. Like you have to let go of it to be able to hold on to the new impartation. And there's in between what you've known and has been good and what is new and is better, that's growing from glory to glory. There's this weightless middle section, and in that middle section, it's pervaded by the insecurity of incompetence. Today, Ricardo is my extra, and I am the ordinary. Rico, I'm so blessed that you would reach out to me and invite me into increased experiences with you. You would give me an invitation of increased intimacy in the area of knowledge within video production. Hanging out with you this last week was an amazing experience. I was so taken with your gentle and sincere wisdom that you just dropped over and over the days that we spent together traveling to Missoula and back. I just so honor the experience, the wisdom, and the gentleness that's been built into your life, and receive the person of Jesus through you. Friends, this last week, my friend Rico reached out to me. He reached out to me, it wasn't just this week. We've been working toward this for a while, but he did this big job. It's statewide. I can't talk about it now because the winners in this award haven't been announced yet, but it's a statewide project with numerous interviewees. So Rico invited me along to be able to help him in his process, setting up lights, cameras, capturing B-roll, capturing a second shot, and just to assist in his production of the video. As I went out, I was so excited to engage kind of the travel vlog development. As we were taking off from Bozeman, I told him that I was thinking about making a travel vlog, but had decided not to, just to experience the process and soak it in on live, not on the other side of a camera, being filtered through the lens of a camera, just to engage it, soak everything up I could of it, and learn. As we went forward, best decision I made because I was so overwhelmed. There was so many feelings and thoughts of insecurity and incompetence that I experienced throughout our 2-day shooting. It's just run and gun. You gotta drop into rooms and environments and situations where you've never been before. You just gotta drop it, and these are high capacity people. Time is very valuable to them. So you gotta drop into the moment, set up all the equipment, get the interview, nail it, and bounce to the next one. Time is of the essence for them. They value time, but also time is of the essence for us too, because we had so many people to interview. We started in the morning at 5:30 a.m. and weren't eating dinner until 8:30 at night. We were just capturing so much video, but I was outside of my playpen of potentiality, that I've started gaining skill in this context. But what you're seeing here, it took me like 20 minutes to set up all of the lights and dial everything in, flag everything off. And I've started gaining skill here in this space. But Rico invited me out to over here. He invited me along to be able to grow in my experience and my skill. And I was way out of my depth. I was in this middle place of insecurity and competence, and it was super hard. I kept missing my exposure. I'd be underexposed, overexposed. I'd be missing my focus. And then the moment's gone. The person's already walked by, and you don't get to ask them to go back and do it again. When I got back home, I started going through all of my clips, and out of 60, 100 clips that I shot for B-roll, maybe 3, 4 of them were usable for anything that Rico was gonna develop. And there's just this sense of, why was I along? Like, why was I there? I let him down. Like, this isn't a paid gig. Like, and if it is, I need to have my pay reduced because it is not worth what he agreed to pay me. I went and talked with Rico. I told him how I was feeling. I said, I feel really insecure and like I didn't really help you all that much. I want to ask and see if maybe we could reduce my pay. And he was so gentle. He said, this is my project. And so I go in saying that I have to get the shots. I have all the shots that I need to make the project amazing, to be excellent, to represent what I said that I would create. I have all of the shots that I needed. I got them. And if you got one extra shot beyond that, it's all gravy. He encouraged me further by saying that I was a help in helping set up his equipment and that he enjoyed spending the time over those 2 days and that it was a great time. But he said, I invited you along to help invite you out of your playpen of potential. I see that you're growing. I see that you've got skills. And so I invited you along to help you have experience. And then he asked me, so the question is, did you learn something? Did you learn something from the experience? I said, yes, I did. And he said, then don't try to juke me and reduce your pay. Did we agree for your wage? I want to see an invoice on my desk Monday morning. Friends, that is discipleship. That's Jesus. That Jesus looks at our lives, that we're in the playpen of potentiality. And he says, I started this good work and I'm going to finish it. This is my project. I am in charge of revealing the full will of the Father in your life. And it's going to be flawless. Whatever you add as a result of coming along with me it's all gravy, baby. Did you agree to receive my righteousness that I laid my life down for or not? Don't try to lower your potentiality because I see it and I'm inviting you into more of it. You're in this middle ground of incompetence and insecurity, but don't let Satan convince you that your incompetence is impotence. See, in order to receive the grace of Christ, which is unmerited favor, what qualifies you to receive grace, the unmerited favor of God, is that you are incompetent. That's what qualifies you to receive the grace of God, right? And so darkness comes along and says, oh, you're feeling incompetent, aren't you? Feeling a little insecure. And incompetence is no more fully understood than when it's paired to the impossible. Not like a difficult task, not a slightly, that's gonna be kind of a hard task. No, God pairs our incompetence to impossibility and says, this is your task, now go. And so Satan comes along and says, are you feeling a little incompetent? Are you feeling a little insecure? Oh, that's too bad. Let me tell you, you're also impotent to accomplish what God has called you to. No, that's not true. See, God calls us, he gives us invitations to a more intimate knowledge of who we are in him so that we can grow into the fullness of everything that he has made us to be in Christ. And so we're in this space and we start accomplishing things in him, and he invites us out into the impossible and says, this is my command. Are you going to obey me? I'm inviting you into my work. I'm inviting you into a co-creative process of revealing the image of Christ. Can you capture that? Can you reproduce that? Oh, and then we're in this middle ground, and there's that sense of like, I don't feel like I did anything like you, Father. I totally messed this up, and could you just reduce my inheritance in you? Because I'm feeling a little insecure. But then Jesus comes and says, see, I see your potential. And I invited you along with me so that you could have experiences that would expand your understanding and awareness of the intimacy in me, the intimacy with infinity that still remains, so that you could taste it, that you could see it, and that you could pursue it with more passion and grow. That's why I invited you out. So here's the question, Elijah. Did you learn anything? I did, Jesus, I did. Yeah. Good. That's why I invited you along. Now, I expect to see your prayers, your petitions, and your requests, your invoice on my desk, and I'll pay you my wages. It's my job. I just invited you along for the ride, and I sure did enjoy you. I sure do enjoy you. Rico, Oh, dude, you are my extra and I am the ordinary. Friends, this is discipleship. That we see people in our community. We see people in our fellowships that begin to reveal skill, talents, gifts, and their playpen of potentiality, and that we invite them into growth and maturity. And we invite them out into an increased intimacy with the person of God, his infinite yet intimate nature revealed in us through Christ by the power of his Spirit. And that we continue to believe in them, that when they pull off and they say, I can't do this, I don't have what you take, you got something, you're just nailing the image of Jesus and it's beautiful. But when I look at the image that I'm producing, it's just, see, you're the senior pastor and you do your thing and I'm just gonna be a lay person and put my tithe money in and just help you be awesome. So you just do that and I'm gonna tap out. That we say no, that we speak through and say, yeah, I know I invited you in over your head. I get that. And I was insecure too. I was inviting you along with me in my project, and that was new for me. I was growing, but I invited you along to introduce you to an increased awareness of the intimacy of knowledge that's in Jesus, that you're over here, now you're over here, but you're right in this middle tension of insecurity and incompetence. I'm inviting you into the infinite potency, the omnipotence of God himself being poured out into you through the power of his Spirit, all of the energy of Christ which works so powerfully within you. Did you learn anything? Because I enjoyed you. I invited you along because I saw potential in you. Did you learn anything? You did? Good. Good. You're worth your hire, and I enjoyed our time together. Friends, I don't know if it's good to make videos in the midst of processing this kind of stuff. It's messy. Wow. I hope that you can be encouraged by the message in the midst of the mess. Love it when that happens. I hope that the message in the midst of this mess can encourage you to your full potential in Jesus. If you subscribe to what I am doing, hit the button. Hit it and then get it. Hit the bell as well so you get notified with the new content. And if you loved this video, you didn't just like it, hit the thumbs down button. I pray blessings on you guys' day. I love you lots. I will see you in the next video.